Good evening, football fans, and welcome to yet another Primetime Face-Off right here on 3 and Out on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Ladies and gentlemen, man, it was a good one in week one. It was one, okay? I know. It was one. Look, it was a busy week, okay? A lot of things going on. It's all good. Lots of things to do in week number one. It's all good. We didn't need to do Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football. But this week, we're back with all three. Had to figure out some times and the whole bit, but we're ready to rock and roll. So for those of you who are like, oh my gosh, what happened? Where were you at on Sunday or Monday? My bad. This week, you'll see. This week. Anyway, with that said, we got a good one for y'all today. I hope you're excited. It's going to be fun. As you can see, I got two dudes here who know each other pretty well. And let's just say their teams know each other pretty well. Tonight is going to be a freaking fight. Not just here in our little studio right here, but on that field, it's going to be kind of nasty because these two teams are going to go at it. And oh my gosh, if y'all don't got popcorn, like I seriously feel like Orville Redenbacher should be like sponsoring tonight. What's another popcorn? Pop Secret, I think, is another one. Like seriously, yeah. Like we need some popcorn, man. Like tonight should be the game should be sponsored by Thursday Night Football, brought to you by Orville Redenbacher. You know what I mean? I mean seriously, like it literally because tonight's game should be popcorn mania. Oh, it's gonna be nice. We're gonna see punches thrown, haymakers, jabs, all kinds of crap. Hopefully not literally. But yeah, these two teams are going to fight tonight, and it's going to be one hell of a football game. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's cut to the chase because we got ourselves a primetime face-off to get to tonight. Oh yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Primetime face-off number 2 of the season as the Los Angeles Chargers get ready to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And here to help us out tonight to do that, well, it's going to be some fun stuff because we have ourselves two combatants here who are ready to throw down. Ladies and gentlemen, he is, of course, all the way from Southern California, representing those Los Angeles Chargers. He is literally almost every hat here at IA Sports Radio, COO, that fun stuff. One of the IA Sports Radio Hall of Famers. The guy is, like I said, he has all kinds of crap going on here. So many shows, I can't even count them no more. Well, we all know him. He was in last week's Primetime Face-Off taking on Patty, representing the Rams. And this week he actually gets to represent his own team. Not one of the teams he covers on his show, but his actual team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Taryn Rodriguez. What's going on, Taryn? How you doing today, brother?
He's frozen.
Taryn.
Hey, Larry. Great to be back on. And I'm back in the Tea Cave. And hopefully y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me because I actually have Wi-Fi. I'm not doing this on my phone. I'm doing this on my computer.
Wow. And it was kind of funny because Bobby, that was probably one of the funniest moments on 3 and Out. Primetime Face-Off. He's frozen.
Yeah, he was. I think he's just in shell shock from the Rams just in their horrible display last week.
Oh no! Bobby just said Taryn.
Oh yeah, I was.
Chiefs are gonna beat you guys as bad as the Bills beat the Rams. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just stirring the pot, as Taryn would say. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, by way of the Midwest,
was I really frozen?
Oh no, he's good.
You were, but you're not. You're good now.
You're good. Ladies and gentlemen, by way of the Midwest, he of course is a diehard Chiefs fan. And been on this show so many times. If we gave him $1, he could afford probably a really nice car. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Mr. Bobby Tusinski. What's going on, Bobby? How you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing great, and I'm just surprised that Taryn's on another Thursday primetime, FaceTime like this because after that beatdown last week, I'm surprised he showed his face. And in fact, that's why it's kind of dark.
I ain't backing down. I'm not gonna let Larry find another Chargers fan.
Bobby,
yeah, if he can find one.
I know Bobby's looking forward to this. I kind of stirred the pot in the off season on 8 divisions in 8 days.
Yeah, you kind of did. You kind of dug your own grave.
Bobby, Taryn called you out, Bobby.
I'm looking forward to this, though.
I want Bobby on the Primetime Face-Off on Thursday. He called you out, bro. He called you out.
Well, he did kind of start, like you said, in the offseason.
It's only fitting.
Yeah, but we haven't had one, so I'm surprised we haven't had this face-to-face primetime face-off yet, considering the Chargers and Chiefs have met in primetime, so it was overdue.
Well, gentlemen, we got 15 minutes, and it's time to boogie. Of course, y'all want to make sure you check out, get on over here and vote at 3 and Out ISR. Make sure to cast your vote for who you think is going to win tonight, of course. And our boy Jas has got our back tonight. He is our judge. He judges very hard, and I like it. So bring the facts, gentlemen. Mr. Turban Patriot, Jas is in the chat room. He's ready to rock and roll. He'll be judging tonight's primetime face-off. As I mentioned, here we go. Chargers at Chiefs, and it's going to be a good one. We are scheduled for 3 rounds, the X Factor round, the Fire round, where we talk about the weaknesses, and of course, the Lightning round, where we go back and forth talking about the game plans. Ladies and gentlemen, let's rock and roll. X Factor is Chargers, of course. Terran Rodriguez, you are on the clock, good sir. You got 2 minutes. Last week, I just kind of let you guys go because it was the opening game. You got 2 minutes, Terran. Who are your X Factors and why?
The entire defense is my first X factor. They did wonders last week. And surprisingly, everyone said they outshined the offense. And that is kind of a scary thing just because I didn't really expect the defense to, fully put on a show. They did their job at Gators last week, but I didn't expect them to outshine them. The defense, they had 3 interceptions. They had 6 sacks in total, 3 of which came from Khalil Mack. He's going to be big time. Getting J.C. Jackson back is huge for the defense. Even if J.C. Jackson is at 100%, you got Bryce Callahan, who really shined last week. He did a good job of shutting down Hunter Renfrow. Offensively, the offensive line is my big X factor. Got to keep Justin Herbert's jersey clean. Although there were some quarterback pressures and hits allowed, he was not sacked once. The offense and the defense are my X factors, and the whole receiving core has got to step up, as well as the running backs. And we can't forget about Justin Herbert. He is the heartbeat, and he's going to try to maneuver without Keenan Allen. I'm sure he'll figure it out, though.
Good job, man. You were right at the 2 minutes, basically, right around there. So good job. All right. Way to start things out, Mr. Bobby Kaczynski. The floor is yours, good sir. Who are your X factors and why?
Yeah, I think my X factors is going to be starting on the offense. I think it's going to be the running backs. They actually have a group of running backs they're going to rely on. I think last year to start the season, they relied a little too much on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think that led to some of his fumble issues he had at the beginning of the year. Last season, they've been sprinkling and using Jarrett McKinnon towards the end of last season. They started using him more in both the running and passing attack to start this season. And they also have this rookie named Isaiah Pacheco that they've used. He's a 7th-round draft pick out of Rutgers. Powerful running back. He wears the same number that Tyreek Hill wore all these years in the past. So number 10, don't get confused. It's not Tyreek out there. I do like their collection of running backs this year and how they're using them. And then once they get into the red zone, one of their targets that I like that they've been using a lot, a guy who was kind of hurt for most of the last season, is actually a tight end. And it's not obviously Travis Kelce. It's Jody Fortson. He's actually our 3rd-string tight end. He's a favorite red zone target that Mahomes was looking to during the preseason. He caught a touchdown pass last week against the Cardinals. So I continue to look at number 88 once the Chiefs had the ball in the red zone. And then finally, defensively, I think a little bit of this McDuffie injury in some ways helps the Chiefs in this matchup with the Chargers' bigger and physical wide receivers. They're going to be replacing McDuffie, who's hurt with a hamstring injury, with a bigger cornerback. So I think in some ways for this particular matchup, I think that's actually going to be to the Chiefs' advantage.
Solid stuff there. J.C. Jackson is playing tonight, apparently, from Jas. And with 20 seconds to spare, great stuff there, Mr. Bobby Kaczynski. I'll tell you what, man, coolest name. Seriously, Bobby's last name. So anyway, with that said, you guys, we're going to move. I know, right? Kudos in the last name. I've always said that, though. With that said, you guys, good stuff there. Way to go, man. 3rd-round tight end. I love that. 3rd-string tight end. I love how you're picking guys that are like, no, man, we're deeper than the names. And I love it. That's why the Chiefs are so damn dominant. There's guys out there like, who the hell is that? Oh, touchdown. Never mind. I didn't care.
As Terran said during the offseason, no one's afraid of this Chiefs team. Hey, we're so deep. I mean, we got players that you guys aren't going to recognize as far as the names. And you're going to be like, that person scored on us. So, yeah, I mean, that's how deep this team is this year.
They're pretty crazy, man. So off to the fire round, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and have some fun here. Terrence, start us off, brother. What are the weaknesses on the Chiefs that the Chargers can expose to win this game tonight on the road? You have 2 minutes on the clock. Begin.
Well, last week for the Chiefs, Bobby talked about the running game, but they didn't really have too many rushing yards. Yes, they had 128, which was 25 more than the Cardinals, but I don't think the running game is as big as the Raiders was. Like, compare Clyde Edwards-Helaire to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs has a lot more experience, and this dude knows that Jacobs knew the Chargers' run defense could have been easy pick. I think the run defense is kind of, well, I don't think it'll be as effective as it was against the Cardinals, and it was against the Cardinals. I don't think they were as potent as last year, especially with the loss of Chandler Jones. So I expect the Chiefs to throw the ball a lot more, especially with Patrick Mahomes, but he's not going to have that deep ball threat to Tyreek Hill. He's going to have to be patient. I think the pass rushers like Khalil Mack and Derwin James, and even though he's a safety, and Joey Bosa, he's going to be eventually trying to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. And it's all about the corners. The corners did a solid job last week. He had his way, but for the Cavs, they didn't really get any other receivers. I really think that the defense can attack the teeth of the Chiefs' offense. And just why the Chiefs, they're still a threat. I'll give them that. Not a scary team. They're not like this big scary boss that you would see in video games that you just can't defeat, that would make you like rage quit and whatnot. So I'm not saying that the Chiefs are no longer a threat. I'm saying that I think that they're not going to be as big and scary as they were in the past. I still think they're a threat, but not like big scary. They're not the big monster underneath the bed when you're like 5 years old.
Oh my God. With 7 seconds fair, by the way. But Bobby.
Oh, man.
Much. Bobby, what are the weaknesses on the Chargers?
To clarify.
By the way, you can go ahead and rebuttal. You have 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, I'm going to keep mine actually pretty short and sweet. I mean, I think Terrence got to agree with this. The Chargers' weakness is actually, and it's not even a player, it's their coaching. I mean, did we not see what happened last year actually in a Thursday night game? How just the Chargers, just the coaching at the end of that game, just the decision-making was horrible. I mean, everyone talks about how all these games lately with the Chargers and Chiefs have been so close in the end. But really, honestly, the Chiefs, when they've lost to the Chargers, it's either been because, A, Mahomes sat out because they're resting him, or B, the Chiefs really just shot themselves in the foot and really causing unnecessary turnovers to allow the Chargers to, score points off that and win some of those contests. So I think really Andy Reid has owned the Chargers since he became the head coach of the Chiefs. He is 16-4 against the Chargers. And one of the losses was way back in his first year of coaching. You almost got to throw it out now at this point. And really the the last three, like I mentioned, Mahomes sat out. That's one of them. And then we had the game last year in which the Chiefs committed, I think, 4 straight turnovers on 4 straight possessions. 3 of them were interceptions that went off receivers' hands. It wasn't like the Chargers were really in the face of, the Chiefs trying to defend them. It was just unforced errors on the Chiefs' part. And then in 18, the Chargers beat us on a last-second touchdown pass by Rivers to Mike Williams. And that was the first time that game the Chargers had to lead. And unfortunately, they won at the end. I mean, so the Chiefs they haven't had that type of win like the Raiders had 2 years ago when the Raiders just came in and punched the Chiefs in the mouth again and again and again. I just haven't felt all that impressed with the Chargers when they've defeated us. And I don't think that trend's going to happen again. I think the Chiefs are going to, as you'll see at the very end, I think they're going to win this game somewhat easily.
At the buzzer, by the way. You guys hear the buzzer?
Yeah, I hear it now.
At the buzzer. Good job.
Yeah, I hear
man.
it.
Wonderful way to win. I know, barely. I know I got something louder. Anyway, okay, that's enough. Okay, anyway, with that said, you guys, great stuff there, Bobby. Way to make it happen in a little bit of time there. We have one more round, you guys, and it's off to the lightning round. Wonderful job, the both of you. I love it. Lots of jabs thrown in this one. And, well, let's see if we get some haymakers, y'all, because this is the final one. Game plan. All right, Taryn. The ball's back on your side of the 50, I guess I can say, or no, you're in Chiefs territory. If you, I don't know how to pronounce. I don't know how to do balls in your court, football style. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Taryn, give it to us, man. What is your game plan for the Chargers to beat the Chiefs tonight? You got 2 minutes on the clock. You may begin.
Pressure on Patrick Mahomes. We got to make him feel pressurized. The Cardinals did not do that job last week, and literally the Chargers have to cut out the penalties. Chiefs only had 3 penalties for 25 yards. I don't remember how many Chargers had, but they can't just make too many silly mistakes just because you can't give the Chiefs an inch. Otherwise, they're going to take a mile off you and they'll eventually score. So got to cut out the penalties. They got to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. And more importantly, they just got to play their game. Now, here's the reason why Brandon Staley went for those 4th downs, because you have to risk it for the biscuit, as a former coach once said. And I think Bobby's familiar with this coach. But honestly, I really think that you gotta go for it. I understand if it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, it's totally understandable. But if it's 4th and 9 and you're in no man's land, but you have to take that risk in order to beat a talented team like the Chiefs. You really just have to, just because if you give the ball back to Patrick Mahomes easily via a punt, he's just going to work his magic. So that's why the Chargers had to go for it on 4th down. I get it. It was a little repetitive. I get they could have taken points, but you have to respect the decision to just go for it. Not every time. And I understand that there are limitations, but you got to learn to just take risks, take chances, just because if you give a ball back to quarterbacks such as Mahomes, Brady, the list goes on and on, they're going to make you pay for it because the Chiefs do have the offense to score. But for the Chargers, as long as they take care of what they need to do offensively and defensively and special teams, they can get the win.
Great job with 6 seconds to spare. Wonderful job. Okay.
You have to trust the quarterback.
See. Oh, absolutely. Broncos 4th and 5. Yeah, well, there we have it. Gas in the chat room there, so talk a little crap yourself. Gotta love it,
all comes together with AFC West right here, right?
Oh my gosh, right? Seriously. You gotta love the whole AFC West together in one place. It's awesome. So Bobby Tuzinski, good sir. The final say is your say. What is your game plan for the Chiefs to beat those Chargers tonight? You have 2 minutes on the clock. Begin.
Yeah, my game plan is, like I said earlier about mixing the running backs in, not just the running game, but also I like to see them more involved with the screen passing. They got enough weapons now in that particular field. It's not just relying on Clyde Edwards-Helaire, like I mentioned. Jarrett McKinnon's also a great receiving running back, and so is Pacheco. But you probably won't see Pacheco unless the Chiefs are kind of a bigger lead. So, it's going to be more Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Jarrett McKinnon involved in both rushing and receiving early on. And really just, a different approach that would probably, teams outside of Chiefs fans are used to going to see tonight is just spraying the ball around. We had, I think, 8 different receivers catch a pass in week 1. And it's not just going to be about, it's either Kelsey or Hill this time. It's going to be spraying the ball to all these receivers. Like I even mentioned, like our 3rd-string tight end. Like there's going to be some names that people in the past are going to be like, who are these guys? Like you're going to need a program if they even make those anymore to know who some of these Chiefs players are. And then finally, I think really as far as attacking the Chargers, I think with Keenan Allen out, I think a lot of the focus on defense for the Chiefs has got to be on Austin Eckler. I think he is so versatile. If you shut him down, then really, I don't know if you can just say shut him down, but if you can limit his contribution to that Chargers offense, then really, outside of Mike Williams, I can't name another Chargers wide receiver. So, it's going to be a lot on Mike Williams to really have to rely on carrying that Chargers offense. And it might surprise a lot of people. I think this could be a long day for the Chargers tonight.
You didn't even let me put the 20 seconds, 10 seconds, or times up. You got right before 20
just
seconds.
had DeAndre Carter score last week. So, and he was the punt returner. So,
but as a special teams guy, because he can't. Does he play offense as well, or is that just special teams?
He's gonna be, and the Chargers have other receivers. They've got Joshua Palmer, Gerald Everett, Jalen Guyton. the list goes on and on. Like Justin Herbert can make magic out of those receivers. And he even got the round fullback involved in the game as Zach Ford, I forget his last name, Xander Horvath was able to catch a touchdown. And he was able to replace the fullback, like the original fullback, Gabe Neighbors. So Justin Herbert can make magic out of anything. Like when life gives you lemons, you got to make lemons. When you get like no-name receivers, you got to utilize them to your ability, even if it is Jason Moore.
You just said the Chargers have other receivers, but I can't think of this guy's name. Like that's when you can't think of the guy's own name.
I was blanking
the Chargers
on
don't have other receivers.
They do. I just named them.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm over here busting up on mute. I'm sorry.
Some were tight ends, but I get your point. I've recognized Gerald Everett because he's
just Everett, just Gerald Everett.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. That was a hell of a max, man. Love it. Great job, you guys. Wonderful work. Now it's time to see our winner. First things first, thank you to everybody who ran on over to at IE Sports. Oh, sorry, at the 3 and Out ISR. We appreciate you so very much for going on over there. We thank you so much as well for supporting us at IE Sports Radio. Head on over and grab you a shirt at IE Sports Radio /shop. Got that back up and running, thankfully. Everything's going great, you guys, and it was a great face-off. But now we got to first see before we have our winner tonight, handpicked by Jas. Great stuff so far. You got to see his scoring. He's had a tough time scoring tonight, so I can't wait for his final round. So as we await his final round, thank you to everybody once again, like I said, who went on over to 3 and Out at 3 and Out IESR and cast your vote. And well, the final voting poll is in. And you diehard football fans out there for the second week in a row, how about 50-50 tie? My goodness, I mean, it wouldn't be any other way with Chiefs and Chargers, right? My goodness, it was a good one. And, well, this is certainly going to be a fun ending for the debate because if it was that close with the poll, my goodness, the debate's got to be pretty darn good. So, with that said, you guys, once again, we're waiting on our final thoughts here from our Judge Jas. Gentlemen, as we wait for him to tally up his final, you have any last words for tonight? Any final say for tonight's game? Taryn, we'll start with you and head over to Bobby.
Well, may the best AFC West team win, and hopefully, for the Chargers' sake, they'll be the ones on top. Easy, just because no Keenan Allen, obviously, but no NFL game's supposed to be easy. If it was so easy, then basically the NFL would be handing out wins on the 50% rack aisle. Either way, good luck to both teams, and I really think it's going to be a barn burner.
Agreed.
Yeah, and kind of an extra X factor for tonight's game. This is actually the 50-year anniversary of Arrowhead Stadium, so they're going to be celebrating that tonight. So there's that little caveat to this game as well. You're going to see some special stuff on the field. They've had the end zones are going to be painted as they were back in 1972 when they opened the stadium, and the logo at midfield is going to be different. You won't see the arrowhead. So yeah, there's this little caveat. There's just a little bit of field of, extra, I don't know if the Chiefs really need extra motivation to play a division opponent, but I mean, you got that going for them tonight. I think there's just too much for them to not lose, to lose this game. So that's where I see this game being 34-21. I think the Chiefs will win this. And but I still think the Chargers are going to be the team to give the Chiefs the most fits this season. So I just don't see it from obviously what we saw from the Broncos on Monday night. It sounds like they have, possibly some internal coaching conflicts with him and Russell Wilson with that last, 4th and 5th play. And then the Raiders, I don't know. I mean, who knows what the Raiders are going to be? They could beat us in week 5 and circle around the stadium at Arrowhead like they did 2 years ago, Larry. So we'll see what's yet to come with the Raiders. But I think the Chargers are going to be there in the long haul.
The Raiders, to me, are an anomaly.
They definitely can be. So, gentlemen, I'll tell you what, that was a great battle. Our final score is in. Jas had a very hard time scoring this, you guys. But the final are in, and well, we shall see. He comments here in the chat room. He thinks the Chargers are going to win tonight's game, by the way, 31-27. Gentlemen, do we have any final scores by you guys tonight, or you just want to leave it as is and get to that darn final for your guys' debate?
Yeah, I think the final score will probably be let's go Chargers 35, Chiefs 31.
Yeah, I think I said mine previously, but I'll say it again. It's Chiefs 34, Chargers 21.
Woo, man, he's got them going on. All right, well, Turban Patriot, thank you very much, Mr. Jazz, Turban Patriot, for scoring tonight's fight. Round 1, he had it deadlocked at 10-10. In round 2, into the fire round, he had it 10-9 in favor of Bobby. And in round number 3, he scored this bout all even at 10-10, which means that Bobby is our winner tonight, 30-29. How about that? Congratulations to tonight's winner, Mr. Bobby Tazinski. My goodness, what a close one, man. Bobby, how about that, man? Final thoughts on that?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, that was a close battle, but, you know, Taryn, this is the second straight loss to start the season. I got the white flag out for Taryn. It even says Taryn on there. So here is Taryn, you know, waving the white flag. You know, he should just be done with this for the season.
Wow.
I mean, I have yet to win a time face off representing the Chargers. I still think it's rigged. I'm just kidding. But
we have a
yeah.
judge. We have a judge. Come on.
Taryn's not happy right now.
He must not like
the
judges must like you for some reason.
But I will say, you guys.
I mean, I'm going to remember this, Jas. When you're in a primetime face-off, you better watch out.
This is why we love primetime face-offs. We get more judges. We get more people. I can't wait. I can't wait for Bobby to judge one of these this year. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, let me know. I'll be up for that.
I'm excited. This, of course, got Jas in here.
Jas.
And always great stuff. Well, with that said, gentlemen, we'll start with our winner for tonight, Mr. Bobby. Where can all these diehards find you, man?
Yeah, so I did switch up my my Twitter handle there, as you can tell from previous years. So yeah, it's at KC Chiefs Fan 89 on Twitter. That's where I do all my Chiefs and Royals and other random sports tweets, but it's mainly about Chiefs on there. So feel free to follow me there on Twitter.
As always, great stuff there, good sir. Mr. Terry Rodriguez, where can all these diehard Chargers fans find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Terran Rodriguez1. That's where I post a lot of my main content, and that's basically where you can find me.
Well, plenty of great stuff here, gentlemen. It has been great. Ladies and gentlemen who tuned in tonight, we thank you all so very much. It was awesome. Bobby, Taryn, salute, good sirs. Thank you so very much for being here tonight. Enjoy the game. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys soon. Y'all take care, and God bless. Have a good one.
Thank you. Have a good one, and good battle there,
Thank
Taryn.
you. Yes, you too, Bobby.
All right, thanks.
All righty, you guys. Well, that's going to do it for this primetime face-off. But my final weigh-in, you guys, as you heard me on 3 and Out on Tuesday morning, for those of you who did, it was kind of tough. I wanted to give it to the Chargers, and I think they could really win this game. But the Chiefs, man, it's true. Bobby said it. That's crazy. I didn't even know it's the 50th anniversary. They'll be playing for a lot tonight. This is going to be a very good game. My goodness, be excited. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going Chiefs. Final score on this one, I'm going to go 28. I'm going to go 28-14. I'm going to be a little bold. I think that defense is going to stand tonight. That sounds kind of crazy. It may be different than that, way different. But is what it is. You know, actually, let me switch that up. I'm going to go 28-24. Let's see what those Chargers got, but I'm going to take those Chiefs. So with that said, you guys, that's going to do it for me, your boy Larry B. Make sure to show us some love and give us a follow at 3 and Out IESR right here. You can follow me, your boy Larry B, at the THEE_LB53. You can also give us a follow. Check us out at IESportsradio.com. Also, IESportsradio.com/forward shop. Get yourself a nice little t-shirt here or a hat or something good that we have there we have on sale on the website. We appreciate you also very much for tuning in, and make sure to stay tuned to all of the great shows we have here at IA Sports Radio. The season is just beginning. Enjoy tonight's game. Be safe. If you're gonna drink responsibly. I'll steal this line from Mr. Mike Pat. If you're out there and you're drinking, remember, an Uber is much cheaper than a DUI, so please make sure you guys are drinking responsibly, enjoy the game responsibly, and remember, it's just a game. Enjoy it, love it, and be ready for next week, you guys. With that said, for me, your boy Larry B, thank you to Mr. Bobby Kaczynski and Taryn Rodriguez for tonight. There's Mr. Jast. Thank you to him. Thank you to Mr. Jast for being the judge. And, well, enjoy the game coming up in just about 5 minutes, you guys. This is me, your boy Larry B, signing off. And I'll see you guys next week for, this coming weekend for Sunday football, and then again for Monday football in week 2. We'll see you then. Until then, y'all, take care. And as always, God bless.